What is going on, everybody? It is the second night of editing a video. I had so much fun doing this yesterday. I thought, let's just keep on doing this. I have always wanted to be able to share how I make a video with everyone, and it's just been difficult to come up with the idea. It's like I don't have the time to sit down and edit a video of editing a video. So it just popped into my head after working on all the vid lifts with my friends over at VidLift. I'm like, I'm set up for a live. Let's just try this out some more. So here we are. It is part 2. I'm going to do another night. We're going to continue on from where we left off yesterday, which was we pretty much did about the first minute of the video, got kind of our hook, hopefully getting people in to watch the video. So let's do a recap. I did the output. I exported my video. Let's take a look and see what it looks like, and then we'll work from there.
This is my sister.
Let your sister out. Let my daughter go. Daisy, don't scare away the horses. So we're driving home from Lake Brownwood, and we passed through Johnson City, and I thought it'd be nice to...
All right, so that is where we left off. I'll pull up my editing software. I'll try to take this a little different today. I'm going to put my video over here. So, let's see.
out. The girls want a playground. I'm not sure if there's one, but we certainly can walk around and see if we can find one.
Oh yeah, we got quite a bit of song left here. Let's stop that, it'll keep playing. Let's grab our next talking head piece and put it over here. 35 seconds.
Johnson City is kind of in the heart of Texas. It's the central. It's between Fredericksburg and Austin on 281 and 290 where they intersect. If you're into wine, there's a massive amount of wineries from here going west towards Fredericksburg. Blew our minds how many vineyards there were. Never seen that many before. Where do they think they are? France? Is that where wine is popular?
All right, assuming I'm going to use all of that, we're just going to take that down here on the timeline. But I feel like I'd like something transition between the two shots, the two talking head pieces. So I'm going to look through what I have got over here. I guess I'll bring it back over here. Sorry, it's just a little frustrating for me to have to constantly scoot the two between two screens. Normally I have my selection of videos on one screen and my editing software on the other. That was kind of a nice transitionary piece.
It's almost as if they expect dogs to poop.
All right, so the street names, the dogs to poop. What else can we put in here?
I hear live music too.
Let's grab some more of the RV stuff here. Yeah, we got a mess on the
The
floor.
reality of traveling with an
RV had been
RV.
bouncing around.
Things on the floor.
was kind of a nice one. Some random movements in there, a little bit of personality of Tanya. I'm going to grab that. So we'll put that in there. I'm going to move this, give myself more room here. I can always move this back, give myself more work room here in between the shots. I don't want all 8 seconds. So we'll do that. This is the struggle for me. You get too much. I kind of like it better with Tanya saying, hello there, and Kaylin saying it. I'm going to interject that piece. That was nice. I think that worked a little bit better than the piece with Tanya talking and Kaylin just nodding. Okay. Got that. We got here.
Where'd Kira go?
Who's Kira? There's a dragon running around.
All right, I see a nice transition there. So we've got Kaylin saying, where did Kira go? And I said, who's Kira? All I see is a dragon, followed by Kira as the dragon sneaking around. So let's play with that here for a moment. That's fun. And it has kind of a storytelling aspect to it.
Where'd Kira go?
Who's Kira? There's a dragon running around.
A little bit long, but it gets the point across. Unless I should cut it down. Let's take a look.
Where'd Kira go?
Who's Kira? There's a dragon running around.
Okay, now we'll bring in the part of where Kira sneaks out. The first is Tiny talking about glasses. so I enjoy all of this, right? It's almost 16 seconds right there. The problem is people didn't come here for 16 seconds of my kids chasing each other. So at what point do we cut it off? Cut that a little shorter. Think about right there. 8 seconds. That's not too bad. That's something that can be hard to decide is, it's like, oh, there's my kids. Everyone should love my kids. And it's like, no one should have to love your kids. So use that information wisely. Don't just assume that everyone's going to love all 16 seconds of your shot of your kids. Try to remember your short attention span of your viewers. So the goal here was to show Kira popping out as a dragon with her towel, and her sister was like, I'm going to get you, and just enough to actually see the actual attempt to get her. Honestly, I could probably cut it off about right there. Let's use the music part right there, cut it back some more. Control S to save in Adobe. Okay, so my B-roll-ish transitions inside the RB. Where's Kira? Here's Kira the dragon. Let's go back to talking head now.
The girls want a playground. I'm not sure if there's one, but we certainly can walk around and see if we can find one.
Where's Kira go?
Who's Kira? There's a dragon running around. Johnson City.
Okay. I just threw that in there and didn't pay any attention to the fact that I look like a buffoon at the beginning. First thing also, I did not lower the volume. Let's get that volume adjusted to make sure we don't have that red popping up there. About 2.3 in the volume, I think, is what I've noticed so far for this filming. And you can see down here, you can see the lack of talking. See where it spikes where I'm talking? So let's cut that back. Usually there's like a deep breath before the talking. Let's see how that looks.
Johnson City is kind of in the heart of Texas. It's central. It's between Fredericksburg and Austin on 281 and 290 where they intersect. If you're into wine,
let's cut that right there. That looked kind of awkward. Cut. Now here's the interesting thing. Most of my family that I grew up with is very anti-alcohol. However, it is a very true fact that this area is rich with vineyards that sell wine. A lot of people will visit this area. So the question I have to ask myself is, am I catering to my family that doesn't consume alcohol? Or am I at least leaving the information that in this region is a lot of vineyards that make a lot of fresh wine? Is there any such thing as fresh wine? Wouldn't it just be grape juice? It's not like I'm saying, go check out these vineyards. I don't know. That's a tough one. Do you honor and respect what your family wants or stick true to the business?
290 where they intersect. If you're into wine, there's a massive amount of wineries from here going west towards Fredericksburg. Blew our minds how many vineyards there were. Never seen that many before. Where do they think they are? France? Is that where wine is popular?
Okay, I think it's good information, just because there are people in the area that they're here for those vineyards. Period. Cherry 7-Up Zero. So good. Okay, so that's a lot of talking head there. Nothing going on. I don't need to be shown that whole time. Let's see where we at. We are at 144 to 215. So it's 16, 15, it's 31 seconds. Let's throw some B-roll over the top. So this one here with the street signs, it's not exactly 290 and 281, but it kind of fits in. I'm talking about where we are. If you were to look up these two street names on Google Maps, it would show you where I was. Right there.
It's central. It's between. Central.
We'll just take the video portion. I've already got plenty of me talking out there in nature, so it's picking up sound effects from around there.
Central. It's between Fredericksburg and Austin on 281 and 290 where they intersect. If you're
So let me now grab something that will go over those two cuts. That'll help it feel a little smoother. Let's take a look at this.
Kira, come back.
Kira, come back. There's a 7-minute trail.
That's just... Oh, she would appreciate that. If this was basketball, I think we'd call it a foul. What do y'all think? You can see why siblings have problems with each other. You can tell though she had fun with it. Look at that. Good spirit. All right, do I cover it up? I do. Okay, now.
Part of Texas. It's central. It's between Fredericksburg and Austin on 281 and 290 where they intersect. If you're into wine, there's a massive amount of wineries.
Sorry if I just go quiet here as my thought process is working. Trying to think what would be best to put over the top of me talking about wineries. I've got
It's almost as if they expect dogs to poop.
But only the top.
Guess we don't need to hear the expectation that dogs poop.
Johnson City is kind of in the heart of Texas. It's central. It's between Fredericksburg and Austin on 281 and 290 where they intersect. If you're into wine, There's a massive amount of wineries from here going west towards Fredericksburg. Blew our minds how many vineyards there were. Never seen that many before. Where do they think they are? France? Is that where wine is popular?
Okay, I think we've done pretty good with that part. Let's get back to a little bit of transition. Looking for something like 3 clips again. And we did a snippet of the caterpillar, even though there's a lot more to this. That's what was in the intro right there. And if you look, the focus went down the railing and back. That's kind of fun. I think I'll do that. So we're going to use this. So we're using the same video piece here, this 18 seconds. Whereas I used this in the intro with that fast moving one right there, because the focus is going to go down and come back. I like how he's kind of, I'm talking about this one right there. I ended about right there. It's about 7 seconds. So you see I got a little gap here between the music, a little bump in the music there. So I'm going to pull it back so it lines up there, and then I've got the magnet on right there. I'm going to come here to the beginning and make it snug right there. It's kind of neat. It gives whoever's watching to see what we were going through with these caterpillars were everywhere. That was my best way to show it to you. As we were walking past some of the buildings, I kid you not, there was like 20 of them hanging down on like the silk threads. Think like a spider web. They were just dangling everywhere from the trees. We're just like, it was like a trap, like trying to walk through them. But that was hard to film. So when I saw them on this railing, I think it's railing, it was like, okay, this kind of shows that there's a whole bunch of caterpillars here. All right, so I want to grab something else to go with that. I don't want to leave it as just that, as the cut between 2 talking heads. So what else do I have for talking heads? We better see. This might just be me breathing heavily.
The dragon is back. The dragon is back. Dragon. Dragon. Hey Daisy, are you on another adventure?
I don't know, I'm going to do that. This might be a good time. Whereas I talked about yesterday with the music, I've got the same song, some with lyrics, some without. So now I've got a lot of scenery here. Might just kick it into sections of scenery, put the music in with lyrics for a little while, make it the music video-esque. I do see this goofball right here doing this.
So we're here at the LBJ National Historic Park. It's a Sunday, like 5 o'clock-ish, so we couldn't go inside of anything. But if you're in the area, that's a nice place to stop. Walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses. It's really neat. Just gotta watch out. If you push the button at the old house, the lady will talk to you forever and tell you stories. Forever. Hi, Tanya. What you doing?
Taking pictures of the creek.
Hey, did you kill a dragon? I see you got some dragon wings on there. The dragon shed her wings. Well, this is a nice little pit stop on the way home from Lake Brentwood. Nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
All right, so that is actually really great talking head. I'm walking, I'm talking, the scenery, the sunlight glowing around my head, the cool effect. I was doing that on purpose. Oh, excuse me. I did repeat some information, so to help keep the person tuned in, I'm not going to use all of it. Talking about the fact of being there on Sunday, as well as everything's closed, it's after 5 p.m., cut that out, and then roll from there with information. Because when I was doing the talking head from the parking lot, I didn't know we were going to see any animals. I didn't know we were going to see longhorns or horses. So now we've walked around and we've seen the other stuff. I don't necessarily need to show it to you first and then do the talking head. I can put the talking head down and overlay the animals as I'm talking about them to help this video keep moving. So let's do, so we got the caterpillar. Let's maybe take a shot at this bridge. The problem is that I didn't really move. It's like ever so subtle. I almost feel like I should speed it up. What was I thinking? I think I was just playing with the zoom. I have to play with some zoom on Premiere here in a second. All right, so 2.5 seconds. Let's add a little bit more digital zoom to that one. Effects, control, scale. We'll even play with position a little bit. So you see, so I did the stopwatch for scale because we're gonna make it grow. Position, I can actually adjust where it's at. So rather than just zoom in, I can also slide it a little bit and bring that bridge entrance to the center focus. But it's not, I'm not going to do anything really crazy here. Not like a fast zoom in or anything like that. Okay. Let's just do like a 105. And then, no, not. I didn't really want to play with up and down. Back. See what I mean? It's real subtle. It's not something you're really going to notice a whole lot. But what that did there is I had a shot of the opening of that bridge. It's kind of a boring shot, but I don't have any other shots of that. So I took that boring shot and I just added a little bit more movement to it to make it just a little bit more dynamic than it was. Basically taking something that was almost worthless by my standards. I should be ashamed of myself. I'm the one that took the video. Need to talk to my cameraman. It's terrible. It's terrible, I tell you. And I absolutely love sun rays through trees. Right there. There. Real short. I might actually, if I I'm thinking about slowing it down, but if I do, the only problem with that is there is noise there. If I slow it down, that means I slow the noise down. So instead of the, here, I'll show you. The footprint sounds normal, right? Wait, hold on. Move them up so I don't interrupt the other lines. There we go. Speed duration. Wasn't too bad. Kind of want to try a warp stabilizer. So warp stabilizer is an effect. It's a video effect where it tries to stabilize the video software-wise after the fact. A lot of times when I use it, I lose out on my focus. It gets a little blurry and I get warbled edges where the edges of the video are warping. Almost imagine, I've got photographs here. Hang on. So I've got a photograph here. So imagine it's a video, but it's shaking, and I'm using software to stabilize it. So what happens is you wind up with the edges bending as the software is attempting to stabilize it. Let's take a look. Problem is, warp stabilizer will not work with adjusted speed video. So I'll set it back. Video effects, distort. There it is right there, warp stabilizer. Grab it by clicking on your mouse, bring it over to your video, and drop it. And you get this. Analyzing in background. One of my favorite YouTubers, a big name YouTuber. I don't know what happened. They had a video come out. I know who their video editor is. Their video gets out. It was on a new drone. And that blue bar was still there talking about click to analyze with stabilizer. I was like, oops. Somebody exported their video before they finished it all editing. All right, so let's take a look. It's not as clear as it was. Maybe I can, let's lengthen it. Oh, because I made it longer, it hadn't had time to analyze. I now need to go to effects control, go down here to warp stabilizer. Why is the analyze grayed out? Okay. There we go. Analyze. So what it's doing now is it's reanalyzing the footage because I've added extra frames to the video. Okay, now let's take a look. I'm going to leave it in there just for you. All right, so we got caterpillars, bridge entrance, trees with sun rays. Now let's cut to my walking and talking with my goofy face right there.
So we're here at the LBJ National Historic Park. It's a Sunday, like 5 o'clock-ish, so we couldn't go inside of anything.
Okay, like I said, that's repeating of everything. I don't want it. Cut. I could have used that if I didn't use the other footage. But if you have different backgrounds behind the talking head, it does help your viewers because it doesn't become so boring. Like right now, nothing's changing behind me, and now you're bored.
But if you're in the area, that's a nice place to stop.
Okay, so I got the but. If you're in the area, it's a nice place to stop. Let's cut the but out.
Walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses.
Okay. I like this point on. It's got some interactions with Tanya. That's nice. I think people will enjoy that. We need to cut the butt. I want to cut the butts out. That's B-U-T. Just one T. All right, look at this. We're zooming way down here. It's going to go really fast.
But if you're in the area,
let's try that. See how it sounds.
if you're in the area, that's a nice place to stop.
If you're in the area, it's a nice place to stop. See, doesn't that work better?
If you're in the area, that's a nice place to stop.
Ooh, notice something else too. So the sound of the footsteps, since I did not use the slowed down footage, I used the warp stabilizer instead. The footsteps kind of match. It's two completely different videos, but just take a listen.
If you're in the area, that's a nice place to stop.
Only thing is my volume's too high. Cut it back down to 2.3.
If you're in the area, that's a nice place to stop. Walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses. It's really neat. Just gotta watch out. If you push the button at the old house, the lady will talk to you forever and tell you stories. Forever! Hi, Tanya. What you doing? Hey, did you kill a dragon? I see you got some dragon wings on there.
The dragon shed her wings.
The dragon shed her wings. Well, this is a nice little pit stop on the way home from Lake Brownwood. Something to, nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
Okay, I definitely don't need all that after that. All right there. Cut that back.
Something to, nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
Okay. Let's see if our work goes far. Now it's time to add some B-roll over this footage. The obvious one was talking about the animals.
To stop, walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns.
Right there. Start picking out some footage with the animals. I started with longhorns.
Is that your favorite? Like that post? Oh, yeah.
Trying to get it to about 5 seconds. There we go. It's pretty close.
It's a nice place to stop. Walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses. It's really
Okay, so I wanted it at 5 seconds, but I say as well as some horses. We'll cut the longhorn back to there. I don't think I've reviewed this footage. Let's take a look. It's funny watching that longhorn scratch its head. That could be a fun ending to this video. I can see putting that at the end. That's pretty fun. All right, let's take a look here. I think we got the horses coming out of the building.
Hey, Dragon and Daisy, what did you find? Oh, look.
A horse butt. All right, let's find our best footage of a horse.
Hello, horse.
Make that walking motion from about there. About there. That's only 2 seconds though. See how it looks.
This place is to stop, walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses. It's really neat. Just gotta watch out if you push the button at the old house.
See if I can get a secondary image of the horses. Let's look at this one here.
There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses. It's really neat. Just gotta watch out if you push the button at the old house. The lady will talk to you forever and tell you stories.
Wish I had gotten, I guess, some audio of that. Here's the house where she talks to you forever. Using my phone at that time. Yeah, I don't think we got any audio of her talking. There's literally a button right behind Kaylin in this video. And you push it, and there's some speakers up in the rafters, and they just start playing and talking and talking and talking and talking. And it's like, I think you get the whole history of everybody that ever lived on this land. It's like they can learn from a video like this about holding people's attention. Maybe a different story for every button pushed, summarized. I don't know. Something. Okay, so let's go back.
Watch out if you push the button at the old house.
Let's right there. Did y'all see that? For anybody who's here looking to learn Adobe, all these windows are dynamic. In fact, I can even grab them and you can move them around outside of the application. So if I wanted to, like there's a 50-inch TV screen behind where you're sitting right now. And I could actually move it around and have it in different spots. The problem is that the computer I'm using can't really handle it. It's already struggling enough. But anyway, you saw me accidentally grab the little bar there and adjust it. I can actually, sometimes when I'm showing Tanya what I'm working with, what happened? Yeah, sometimes I'll grab this one here that shows the finished product, make it bigger on the other monitor just to show Tanya. It's like, here's what I've done thus far. Try that. And that one's going to have to be adjusted. Oh, look what happens when I adjusted it. I'm behind it. So let's do this. We'll get it situated where I want it. Then I will cut the talking head underneath of it and shrink it to get those black bars back, because otherwise this doesn't look good.
Just gotta watch out. If you push the button at the old house, the lady will talk to you forever and tell you stories.
I like that. I wanted people to see my face, my goofiness when I say forever. Some people will hate it and some people will like it. All right, so what we'll do, I like where I put it. So I'm going to, underneath, cut the talking head part. Then I'm going to go back to the arrow. I'm going to click on it right there, and I'm going to go to Effects Controls, and I am going to shrink it down. So now it looks better.
Just gotta watch out. If you push the button at the old house, the lady will talk to you forever and tell you stories.
All right, that right there seems like a good point to transition to something else. What's our next talking point?
Hi, Tanya. What you doing? Hey, did you kill a dragon? I see you got some dragon wings on there. The dragon shed her wings.
Can't really cover that up. You know what? Maybe I should put some dragon in at this point, like for reference. Like, what are they talking about? What do you mean dragon? Huh? Let's do that. Let's see how long we talk about
dragon. I see you got some dragon wings on there. The dragon shed her wings.
Okay, well, right there. Right when my lazy eyes go lazy. Okay. Let's find some little dragon footage we haven't used yet. It doesn't really work because it just looks like Kira with a towel on. Now she's just talking like a human. Did I use all the dragon footage already? We used that in the intro. I should come back to this because look at that. We've got a nice clear shot of the official sign. That's really handy. Okay, I like that right there. Let us put that in. Where did it go? There it is. And I might actually use some text to draw on this one. Okay, wings fully extended. 3 seconds. Flap. 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 Dad being dad.
Take Kira out of the road, please.
All right there, just under 3 seconds. Put that over here.
I see you got some dragon wings on there.
All right, so to help the viewers that have no idea what we're talking about, I'm going to click right here and do Control T on the keyboard. Look, text has appeared. This dragon, not Dragron. Okay, back to my arrow. I think that shows up pretty good on the street. We'll just match that up to the whole clip there.
I see you got some dragon wings on there. The dragon shed her wings.
It's just some nice banter slash B-roll slash, what did somebody just say? Like goof ups, cuts. English is hard, especially at 11 o'clock at night.
This is a nice little pit stop on the way home from Lake Brownwood. Something to...
All right, so like I said, nice clear look at the sign here. Let's put that in.
Well, this is a nice little pit stop on the way home from Lake Brownwood. Something to... Nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
Okay. Go ahead and save that. So the song, as you can see, kind of just ended there. I feel like this would be a good time to just kind of end it on some B-roll-ish type stuff with just some scenery shots and music. But how much scenery shots do we have left? How long could I go? We got the longhorn scratching its head with a post.
I don't have any treats. All I can offer is my love. Pedicure. Pet it down like that. There you go.
Wait, I'm gonna need dragons up. Hello.
So rather than go crazy with music.
No.
Daisy, don't scare away the horses. The horse is like, I don't think so.
No.
Hi. Hi.
Imagine having a horse doing this all day.
I like your horse. I mean, your hair. I like your hair. I like. Yes, their kicks can be deadly. Okay.
Even a horse behind a horse.
Let's take a moment and listen to the song. I just want to get a feel for the audio. Throw it up here. Throw it up. That load. See what the audio sounds like. I mean, when I say the audio, let's see what the lyrics sound like. Do I need those lyrics? Do they add to what we're doing?
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the vines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to the days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace. Daydreamer, kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to the days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
It's a nice song. The lyrics make me think of Kira and her imagination. The question is, how do I make that fit in with the video footage?
Daydreamer, kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to the days. Daydreamer, kidnap me. Have me running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
What is she singing? A garden of ground?
Have me running around, dressed in a gown,
Dressed in a gown?
barefoot.
Dressed in a gown? Barefoot? Minute 27.
Daydreamer, kidnap me.
Try something here. I'm going to add that in. We've already got audio going here. Put about 10. Grab my audio transition effects here. My constant gain, I'm going to put it on the beginning there. Let's see how this sounds.
The nice little pit stop on the way home from Lake Brentwood. Something to, nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
Okay, her audio, keep using audio, that's not the right word. Her vocals are kicking in before I'm done talking. Let's stretch it more like that.
Home from Lake Brentwood. Something to, Nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
So she's talking about right there. Let's get that. Try that now. Okay.
Get home from Lake Brentwood. Something to, nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
Okay. I like the closeness between my stop and her singing, but I feel like it's just a little too close. Adjust it back a little bit more. Try again.
Home from Lake Brentwood. Something to, nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
That felt better. Okay, so how much time do we have left to work with? We've got her singing. All right, so 4:32. Let's try to end this video. Not take anything past that point. So something like this, a lot of times what I'll do when I got my end in mind, build it backwards. Right now, build my ending and now fill the gaps. Somebody out there would probably go, that's a terrible idea. You're not me. Okay, back to my video folder. What did I say I wanted to end on? I wanted to end on the longhorn scratching its head. I thought that was funny. Let's just take all of it. Just drop it all right there. You know what? We'll do sound effects and all. The music is kind of slowly fading away. Now, if you're making a video for YouTube, what is happening in the last 20 seconds of your YouTube video? Or what should be happening in the last 20 seconds of your YouTube video? You have the opportunity or option to put in your end cards. You know, like click here to subscribe, watch this other video, that kind of thing. So what I've learned to do, not leave the video filling the whole screen, because if I do, I risk covering something that people are interested in watching here. So what we're going to do is we want the last 20 seconds, about right there, to the end. I want the video to be smaller and in the corner with some black space where we can now put the end cards on YouTube. So we're going to take it back to the beginning here of this clip. Okay, going to hit my stopwatch on the scale, stopwatch on the position. So that's started. I'll take it to just a little past my 20-second point. I'm going to shrink it. Relocate this to the side. And relocate this to the top. How's the... And notice the top of the video kind of have unused space here. So I'm going to try and get as much out of the way. Hopefully the people that are watching at this point are not necessarily looking at the blue sky. They're hopefully looking at the longhorn scratching its head. Of course, the way that moved, people would probably be like, "You've cut out and edited out things I was looking at." I can't please everybody. Hopefully you've got that. You're still able to see completely this longhorn scratching his head on the post. I think it's funny. That's me. All right, so that's going to be our ending. So now we've got from 325 to 410. Not quite a minute. Good amount of space here. She's vocalizing.
Take me back, all the way back to the day.
Take me back, all the way back. Well, I really like that footage of us petting the horse. Use this footage at the beginning of the video because at the beginning of the video you saw this. That's nice. That's even kind of long. Let's see what I can make with this. Okay. I'm going to watch the music here as for our transitions again. Like her change in pitch right there. That actually looked like a great spot to move. I like that. Transition over to Kira reaching out. That transition wasn't right. Need it to be about right there. Not over. Let's try that again. Still feels off. What do y'all think? Gonna have to zoom in. I don't like this intersection at all. There's too much going on at the point where I picked to transition. I'm gonna move it back even more. To this bass note right here. I am not a happy camper right now. So I'm gonna hit every note till I find the right one. Oh. Good enough. Look at that. The way that that bass note hit right there. Piano and bass at the same time. Might be tired. Might be a problem. I got a lot with the horse. What other footage do I have? It's pretty stinking nice footage right there. That couldn't have been more perfect. Tanya's grandmother was on the phone. She's like, "Stay on the path. Look out for rattlesnakes." It's cute seeing that deer in the background. There. We're getting close. We're getting kind of closer. I don't think we put any blue bonnets in this video yet. That'll make everything right by the Texans. Why would I be okay with zooming out right now in the video? What's my goal at the point in this video? We're wrapping it up. It's time to help people to disconnect from the video. Sorry if I'm getting a little quiet. Kind of focused at the moment on wrapping this up. I like the idea of Daisy on the trail. I don't like, though, how her leash is so tight. Right there, you can tell that Caitlin's got it too tight, and she's like snapped back. we'll use that movement of me going up instead. I don't want to put in there the, Daisy going, what? It's just not that, the value is not that great. Yes, it's real life, but you don't need to show all the bad stuff. Okay, so blue bonnets, purple flowers. We've done a lot of trees. It's this tree segment. Ooh. These are some of my favorites. Getting that color. See that green? And it goes dark as I'm trying to focus on the sun. Just a neat transition there. Okay. Let's see, we need about 3 more good clips or something long and cool. Take a look at some more horse stuff here. That was kind of neat. Yep, obviously don't want the end of that. I like that going around Kaylin. I think that adds some good value to the end of the video here. Cut it about right there. Oh, it's too long. Right there. Something like Daisy squealing, whining. Oh, I cut it right before Daisy whined. A lot of good bird noises. Let's keep that in there. Oh, but it's longer. Okay, let's do a constant power right here. Help the sound. Transition. Oh, nope. Because I did that and then it brought over the audio from the last video and now it caught Daisy whining. I guess that's fun. We can do a constant gain right here. See how that sounds. That bird background noise is perfect. Do a fade over here, a fade out. Just adjusting my placement of the audio for some housekeeping-like effect. Make sure it saves before I start previewing it. Let's take a look. The whole kit and caboodle.
Let your sister out. Let my daughter go. Daisy, don't scare away the horses. So we're driving home from Lake Brownwood and we passed through Johnson City, and I thought it'd be nice to stop and find a park. And there's this Lyndon B. Johnson National Historical Park, pretty much right in downtown Johnson City. And I noticed from the map that they have these big bus and RV parking spots. Now it's Sunday about 5-ish. Nobody's here, but that's all right. All kinds of neat stuff to walk around and check out. The girls want a playground. I'm not sure if there's one, but we certainly can walk around and see if we can find one.
Hello there. Hello. Where'd Kira go?
Who's Kira? There's a dragon running around. Johnson City is kind of in the heart of Texas. It's the central. It's between Fredericksburg and Austin on 281 and 290 where they intersect. If you're into wine, there's a massive amount of wineries from here going west towards Fredericksburg. Blew our minds how many vineyards there were. Never seen that many before. Where do they think they are? France? Is that where wine is popular? If you're in the area, it's a nice place to stop. Walk around the old buildings. There are some longhorns to check out, as well as some horses. It's really neat. Just gotta watch out. If you push the button at the old house, the lady will talk to you forever and tell you stories. Forever! Hi, Tanya. What you doing?
Taking pictures of the creek.
Hey, did you kill a dragon? I see you got some dragon wings on there.
The dragon shed her wings.
The dragon shed her wings. Well, this was a nice little pit stop on the way home from Lake Brownwood. Nice parking for an RV in Johnson City if you want to get out and stretch your legs.
Daydreamer, kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to them days. Daydreamer, kidnap me. Have me running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. Have me running around, dressed in a gown, barefoot.
My daughter. Let your sister out. Let my daughter go. Daisy, don't scare away the horses.